Yep. So you're not going to hear anything
Yep.
from here. Let's just, well, yeah. Oh, it's connecting to the LinkedIn. Hey. Hi, Sarah. We just started. Well, he's not random.
I'm the test subject.
That's right. We are live on YouTube. All right.
All right. I think.
Oh, let me just see. It says that uh, we're going to make sure that we're live. Huh.
There we go.
We are live.
All right. Sounds
Let me
good.
make sure that we can hear.
Can you hear me? Hello there. I think there is a lot of delay. There is delay. So you see it's at 97%
Yep.
uploading, so that's the delay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're good.
Sounds good. There we go.
How cool is that? No,
Yeah.
so keep it on
Oh,
because
okay.
we got to re-interview, right? You're not just a test subject.
All right. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I
All
just
right.
learned that I'm on the interview. I'll take it.
Here we go. So, all right. Well, we're at AOPA 2025. The halls have just opened up, and we're kind of like off to the side. You guys are.
We
The
guys are
HP
all the
booth is kind of in the
middle.
middle.
Yep.
Yeah, middle of everything. So, Akash came by and to say hello, and so Akash, we've known each other for a long time. You've helped
Yes.
us out from the very beginning, whether it's at 2018, 2019, something like that.
Yes.
And so we got a lot of stuff going. We figured out a lot of things as far as not only the distal end, some of the
Yep.
strength stuff. I remember irradiance
Yes.
was a big deal
Absolutely.
with the 4210. We don't have a 5200, so I'm
Yes.
guessing it's not an issue with the 5200.
No, 5200 takes care of it by itself. 56 is even better.
Okay.
But the primary difference is all the 4200s are the initial flagship printers that we released, right?
Okay.
And after that, within a couple of years, HP released 52, and everyone is like, is it what HP is gonna do? Like release things like iPhones, like $500,000 printers, right?
Right.
So, but the thing is, we had to do it to do significant hardware upgrades on the platform. So
Yeah.
we brought it to 52, and from 52 to 56. It's actually, if you're a customer with 52 printer, you can just upgrade your printer to 56 just by changing a few hardware components on it.
Okay.
So one of the commitments we have for the clients is to make sure we always keep the same platform as a 52.
Right.
But depending on your application, if we release further hardware in the future, it'll always be a simple hardware upgrade to the existing printer. You need not purchase a new printer.
Okay.
So
Take us through a little bit of can you even still buy a 4200 series? Like, can you take us through like what is available now?
got it.
And then you maybe even take us into the material portfolios
Oh,
as well.
absolutely. So just a little bit of history. 2016 is when HP came into the market with the flagship 4200 printers, and 2018 is when we started releasing the 5200s. And after that, only in 2025 is when we came out with 2024 actually, end of 24, we came up with the 5600 series.
Okay.
So currently, if you're an existing customer, if you are new to the market, do you want to buy a 4200? I would say no. Right now, they are not available. We've already announced end of life for 4200 printers by 2029. After that, the customers are responsible for taking care of the machines by themselves. We'll still support from a spare parts perspective. Now, if you're out there in the market, why would you want to go for a 52 or a 56, not a 4200, right? The primary thing is to print a full bucket, which is about like 12 inches by 15 by 15. It would take 18 hours, which is 1.5 days on a 42, whereas on a 52 or 56, you're looking at like 12 hours or less.
So you essentially get double the production.
Exactly,
You can do-
exactly. And we've released a lot of automation side of things as well, given that our systems are capable of continuous production, but the limiting factor has been availability of labor. Most of the companies are not equipped to have like a second shift of people, right? So we recently released this bill unit automatic swapper. What it does is as soon as you're done printing, it automatically swaps and puts in a new bill unit. That
Okay.
reduces the need for second shift. That
Sure.
implies you can truly produce 2 jobs in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing, especially in the ONP industry when you have like shorter lead times and you can't afford like a second shift of people. This is the best way to go with it.
Okay.
Coming to the material portfolio, right? Originally, everyone knows MJF as PA12. That's the primary material.
Right.
And in the PA12 portfolio itself, recently we came out with PA12 white. We
Yeah.
had like a PA12 white material back in 2024, but that was primarily white through and through. It's almost like a printer by itself because we were using special agents and all that, right? Recently, we released something called PA12 light gray. So it's similar, it looks almost similar to your SLS parts. Only thing is that when you break it somewhere in the core, you will see a little bit of gray, but otherwise it is great it has the same strength as the regular MDF part. It has better post-processing capabilities. It can take lighter dyes. You can even get like the skin tones, which is very essential in the ONP world.
Okay.
With the 5600 solution using PA12 white material. And then we also released flame retardant material on PA12. Which is big, especially if you're a medical device manufacturer in the hospital beds and things like that, right?
Sure.
That's where they're looking for PA12 flame retardant. Apart from that, we have the PA11. Recently, we released PA11 Gen 2.
Okay.
PA11 is known for its ductility, the strength, and it's also a bio-derived material, right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest, I wouldn't say flaws, like one of the biggest sore points for many clients of PA11 is that it's very expensive in production.
Right, right.
Because you have to use like a 70 to 30% recycle ratio.
Okay.
You can walk to a HP booth and you'll see the new samples of PA11 Gen 2.
Okay.
Now that enables you to go to 80-20 mix ratio
Okay.
and significantly reduces the pricing as compared to its predecessor.
Okay.
And
Still a little bit more expensive than PA12 or about the same?
a little bit more expensive than the PA12. Whereas in PA12, compromising a little bit on the mechanical properties, we released something called PA12 Smooth, right? It can do 90-10 mix ratio.
Oh,
And
wow.
the pricing is way cheaper than PA12 in the overall production costs. And the surface finish is much more smoother. You need not go through secondary post-processing like vapor smoothing or something.
Okay.
By default, the parts come out way smoother. Now, would I recommend it for something in the ONP application? No, given that its mechanical properties are lower
Right,
as
right.
compared to the PA12.
Okay.
TPUs, elastomers, we have the standard, the BASF TPU and the Lubrizol TPU that are significantly being used along with the TPA material.
Okay.
So those are the primary materials that we have right now available in the market.
For the O&P industry, I mean, you've been around for a long time. You know the technology very well.
Yes.
What would you say has been the most difficult or challenging, not difficult, challenging thing coming to market with some of this? I mean, not only do you have the digital side of things,
Yes.
but the reality is most people only think about layer lines and FDM 3D
Exactly.
printing. So when you talk, you're 3D printing powder,
Yes.
then you have to tell that story.
Yes, yes.
And then, just tell, from your perspective, what are some of the difficulties or challenges kind of converting
In the ONP world.
O&P world?
So-
and one of the cool things is I remember, and I don't know if you were there in San Diego in 2019 at the AOPA when
Yes.
HP
Yeah,
first exhibited.
Yes,
That,
yes.
How cool. I mean, and so now 7 years later, HP
Yeah.
is still here.
Yeah, and
And,
the
I
funny
think
part
that's cool.
is if you walk to our booth, you will see that like at least like 40 to 50% of the booths that you walk around will have 1 or 2 MJF parts in them.
Yeah.
They might have a printer or not, that's a different story, but they're definitely using the technology to produce ONP applications.
Yeah.
And to your point, like one of the major challenges that I see whenever I talk to the ONP clients, right? The primary thing is the cost, for sure, right? But I try to look at the cost from 3 scenarios. One is the design perspective, the second is a process, and the third one is your manufacturing. Now, if we talk about the design, I'm not talking about the design of the application itself. If I'm looking at something like a socket, right? Now, given that I told you the build height is like 15 inches by 12 inches by 15 inches, if I am not designing for additive, there are only a certain amount of parts that I can fit, right? Now, previously that used to be the limitation, and from a cost perspective, right? What we did is like, hey, certain applications you can't like split and join them. They will lose the integrity of it, right?
Right.
So for that, on the 56, from a process parameter, right now you're limited at what, 12 hours for the print job. What if I'm able to do a print job in 6 hours itself? That implies you can do almost like 4 jobs in a day.
Yeah.
That's even more savings, right? And I can, so the way we enable that is on the 56, it's an open platform, as in you have different parameters that you can change, including the layer thickness, the build time, the mix ratio, and also the amount of detailing and the fusing agents that you're applying. There are about like 45 different knobs that you can turn on it, right? Now imagine if you're able to create your own print recipes for each of the applications you have, depending on the mechanical integrity that it's supposed to have. Now, with the same investment, I'm able to produce more number of jobs.
Right.
That significantly reduces my cost as well.
Right, right.
That is from a process perspective. Third thing, coming to a manufacturing perspective, the major contributor in the ONP industry for manufacturing, like I said, is depending on the labor. That's the primary issue. Most of the companies are not able to run second shifts.
Right.
It's getting very expensive. So that's where the automation
well,
is
and
really
finding
helping
labor
us.
is difficult anyway.
Exactly.
Who wants to work at night?
Yep.
I like to sleep at night.
So we are working on a lot of automation perspectives to reduce the cost on the manufacturing side, and year over year we are constantly exploring materials and different mix ratios through which we can deliver cheaper, better price. When I say cheaper, lower costs on the parts.
Sure.
Lower cost, but increased part quality and yield.
Yeah.
So that's one challenge. The second challenge which we see is if the customer is hooked onto MJF printing for their production, most of the clinics that they have under, they're like, we want additive, right? Given the workflow and all of that. But the problem is, like you said, the initial digital workflow is the issue. Most of the, till date, even today, most of the clients, although they call it a digital workflow, there is manually a designer sitting in front of the computer processing each and every scan that comes through the picture. There is most of the companies are not looking at digitizing or automating that part of the equation, right?
Right, right.
So that is another challenge that we see. But if you walk the AOPA show, you will see a lot of companies that are actually offering those solutions today. So that is another area that I see most of the companies are lacking.
It's
getting better.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's getting better. The funny part is you don't see one size fitting everyone. Like if you are an ONP producer, like let's say some ABC company is producing this workflow, right? You can't, for you, when you go and see their workflow, you'd be like, nah, that's not how I do it. It is missing my signature. I don't want to use it, right?
Right.
So what we need is more companies that are actually willing to work with the clinicians and being able to take their DNA and their treatment DNA and being able to create an automation workflow around that, rather than trying to sell, hey, here is our shelf product, why don't you use it in your production workflow?
Yeah.
That's what's missing.
Okay.
And third is, of course, the L code approvals. That is the biggest hassle. Like if I'm talking to a larger OEMs, they have because they own their own clinics, they have an easier way to get it into the market. But if you're looking at like everyone else that is in the ecosystem, most of the fitters that are out there, right? All of them rely on L codes.
Yeah.
And given that they are not out there yet, we are not seeing as much adoption as we are expecting to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's just a kind of a slow moving.
Yep.
But like what you said, I mean, it is, when you look through the halls, people are using the technology, people are using multi-jet fusion technology. Yes. And it's not necessarily just for printing sockets.
Exactly.
It's tooling, it's things to help with production.
Absolutely.
It's so cool.
Yes. And I hope like next time when I come to AOPA, I should be seeing more humanoids as well, given that there is so much overlap between humanoids and the ONP industry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we have a hybrid show which includes humanoids and ONP as well.
Yeah.
Because 90% of the things that are utilized in the ONP world can be translated into a humanoid.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's a big thing as well.
Very
cool.
cool.
I'm looking forward.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Tell everybody what booth you're at. What's the number at?
We are in 1231.
1231?
Yes.
Okay.
1231.
1231. Yeah,
Yep.
go check out a bunch of beautiful, beautiful 3D printed stuff. It's a really impressive technology, and kudos to you for hanging in there for a long time. There's been a lot of changes
Oh,
that has
absolutely.
happened over those
Yep.
periods of time, and I think that's what's also neat is that
Oh.
that core team has stayed together
Exactly.
really, and
Exactly.
and really been there to support our
Yep.
field. So thank
And
you.
overall, there were a lot of learnings from our side. And one good thing about HP is we were able to quickly pivot and understand what are the needs of the market and accordingly transform ourselves to cater to that.
Yeah,
So that has been great working for them.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Thank
stopping
you.
by, Akash.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Let me grab the
Oh,
mic.
sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. What's that?
Is your company Cortex?
No.
No. Do you know what number booth you are?
I'm 703 to 709.
Oh, this is weird. Thank you.
You got it. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. All right, we are still rolling. I was going to go through the program real quick and see what we got here. All right. So the neat thing about AOPA is they're doing a couple new things that are very interesting. They have what they're calling the Ask Me Anything, and there are a few sessions that you may want to check out. And this starts Thursday at 9 o'clock. And again, it's Ask Me Anything, new product development with John Naft. Ask Me Anything, my electric upper extremity arms with Jeffrey Cook. Ask Me Anything from ABC. Chris Robinson and Jonas Young will be talking about residency standards. True Life with we'll be doing some stuff for breast care. And then we have, artificial intelligence for clinical reasoning and documentation with Molly McCoy. You definitely probably want to do that one. Melissa Edwards and Jessica Norrell with Mosen talking about how do you get better insurance contracts. And then we have Kurt Bertram and Dana Glover, RCM appeals, documentation, coding, business practices. Also very important, facility accreditation with Jim Lawson. I'll be doing this on Friday at 10 o'clock, talking about 3D printing. We've got upper extremity prosthetics coding. That should be a good one with Chris Baschek. And then we have some AOPA member service and AOPA things here. So that's going to be really great to have. So a couple just highlights. I see some stuff with Chris Baschek and Jerry Stark. A lot of things about AFOs. And then the other thing that's really neat is Niles Leonard with Leonard Industries has created a workshop, and it's in 240, I forget, I think it's A, B, and C. But there's a full lab in there, and that's really neat. So definitely check out what they've got going. There's a lot going on. Another really great thing is for the Nader Award, Kara Negri and Mary Kate Dennis are talking about integrating traditional and additive manufacturing and prosthetic residency, so that should be a really good one as well. So, tons and tons of hours to have people in. So, I'm going to pause just for a little bit, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to see about getting some people in. So if you want to hang out with us, that's fine. But what I'll do actually is I'll turn this around, and so you can kind of see what is going on at the show.
Live.
Yep. So you can, it's just a, yep, however you want to clip it.
Put it right. There we go.
All right, so say something.
Hey. Check 1, 2.
It's like it's not grabbing you.
Not grabbing it. It said I already had you on the show. They didn't want another.
No,
another
it's got you.
episode.
Okay. Yeah.
It's got me.
All right. Well, we're live. We're already live.
We're already live. Okay, here we are, man.
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, man.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. Great to be here. Always.
So we've got Rich in the house.
Good to be here. Happy to be here at AOPA down here in Orlando. It's hot.
Yeah.
Hot. Very hot.
Is it hot?
Yeah,
No, I mean, it
dude.
was hot in they just turned the air on.
Listen, man, it was hot. I walked from the hotel over here. It was hot.
Okay.
I probably I won't walk back.
So, what are you doing here at the show? Just kind of hanging out?
Yeah,
and running the show?
for me, it's just an opportunity to connect with guys, connect with clinicians, connect with the vendors, and just continue to foster those relationships and see where there's opportunities to collaborate and build more educational events, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think specifically in O&P that you see, and I don't know that we actually touched on this. We had Rich on for a full-length episode of the Prosthetics and Orthotics podcast, but as far as just like challenges specifically for O&P, not for like the continuing education thing. I know we have a bigger issue with the education side
Sure.
of things, but like continuing education, when I think of like iron sharpens iron. Like you've got to stay tuned, but you've also got to do your own thing. Where does all that come together for O&P? You think?
Well, here at this show, right? So we're here. It's massive, right? AOPA's a massive conference. Is it really giving the education? Is it really providing the knowledge and connection that clinicians need? Is it hands-on? Are we getting that hands-on experience? Are you guys getting that hands-on experience? It's funny because I've been having this conversation recently about online and in person, right?
Right.
And I think that it's not either or. It's, we could provide education online and give that knowledge and experience to the clinicians, but we want to drive them to a place where they could get more hands-on activity.
Yeah.
So I think, you say iron sharpens iron. I think it's about working together. It's about the collaboration. And I don't think it's different for O&P as it is for other specialties. I think we're all in the same challenge. We all have the same challenges, right? It's costly to be here. It's costly to come to conferences. But I think there's some value in being connected in person that happens at an in-person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it sounds like it's really a combination of the hands-on and online. It's almost like the online can be a primer for the
Absolutely.
hands-on.
That's where I'm seeing a lot of traction. I'm seeing it's not like, well, we're going to do it this way or we're going to do it that way. No, we're going to educate, prime the pump, and use it as a feeder for some of the other events. Imagine we did something within O&P or prosthetics a month ago and provided this tremendous engagement and educational opportunity, and then drove them to work with individual manufacturers for hands-on workshops. How much more valuable would that experience be versus just wandering around aimlessly and let me see what this feels like, or let me see what this, let me touch this bracer. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what I mean? I think there's so much more to be had from that hands-on workshops, labs, things where you could really get down and dirty and learn how to take what you've learned and apply it.
Yeah.
And get that coaching along the way.
Yeah. Now I saw, you definitely have your ear to the ground a little bit more on the technology side as far as like the education and even some of the computer stuff. And I'm starting to hear it, like this almost, so you have the AI stuff, and AI is here to stay and all that stuff, but there is, the frustration is people are a little bit overwhelmed of of the AI. And sometimes with some of this stuff, you can't tell whether it's AI or whether it's real. And so the only way that you can really tell is hands-on. And do you see that as a potential trend of, yes, you're going to have online stuff, but because people want to see it, is it real?
Is it real? Yes.
Does it work the way that they said it, or was it some amazing prompt and some like crazy video work or whatever to kind of make things up?
Well, I think that, again, I think we go back to this conversation of actually getting the products in your hand, working with them as a clinician, getting that proper coaching and building your expertise in a certain area. The online side, like what we provide, is you got to work with a vendor that's credible. You have to work with someone that you know is going to give you the real deal. They're going to bring up, the expert speakers. They're going to provide you that education. When we did the 3D printing, you were on a faculty, right? So you want to bring together the KOLs, right? The thought leaders in that specialty, the ones with the credibility, the ones that have the experience, and then take that knowledge that you're gaining and say, wow, you know what? I want to really explore this area. So I'm going to set up a lab with this, company or this manufacturer or this facility, and I'm going to get that hands-on experience.
Yeah.
So you can gain a lot of the knowledge from online. I don't think AI can replace a live event. It would be like somebody doing what we're doing, and saying this is going to be AI. I don't think that really would work well. Do I think AI has a place? Without a doubt. Do I think it will? People are all afraid, right? Oh my God, AI is going to take my job, and this. I just,
have
you
you
got to hone
seen
your
some of those
skills.
prompts? And the results that you get back, it's like, no, we need a human interacting with some of this stuff.
Exactly, 100%. You need a human because all of this other stuff gets completely out of control. You know what I mean? And people are afraid. Look, you and I know, people are afraid of stuff they don't know or they don't understand.
Yeah.
And so the natural feeling that comes from when you don't understand something or it's new is I'm afraid of it.
Right.
But if you embrace the technology, there's tremendous value in AI. I'm sure you use it and it's applicable in many different areas in your business. You just have to know how to use it appropriately. Everything you're getting from there is not, fact, right?
Right.
And so, it's important to leverage technology, leverage the tools that are out there to help you in your practice, to make you more efficient, to make you, more productive, and not think it's oh my God, it's so scary because I don't understand it.
Yeah. What do you say? So, I mean, there are some people in the O&P space that have really kind of latched on to some of the technology and that technology as far as like maybe even some social media, some education, that sort of thing. But there are some that are like not interested or not. I mean, you can be successful and not use technology to a point, but is that really leaving a legacy that you want, for one, and two, there's going to be somebody that is not as good as you, that is marketing, that's going to get the stuff. I mean, what is the balance here as far as like, how much energy do we put into some of the stuff like this, and then and what you've built as well? I mean, you have not been an overnight success. This has been a 30 plus year journey. So, I mean, what is your suggestion to people that are looking at, hey, what are even some first steps?
I think social media is critical. People want to know who they're doing business with. And you have that opportunity on social media, whether it's LinkedIn or TikTok or Instagram, whatever I love LinkedIn. I mean, you already know that. I'm all over LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I think it's a platform that makes sense to me. It's easy for me, and I'm able to, I post every day.
Yeah.
I do not miss a day. And sometimes it's, I drop my kid off to school, right? Sometimes it's, we're making a difference or something I did personally, but it gets people in tune with who I am.
Yeah.
So it elevates the image, and the same for a clinician. You want to be out there as much as possible. It's not about the likes. People view, people see. You never know who's watching,
It's
where
true.
you are, right? I may get 4 likes for something or 4 whatever,
But
and
tons
then
of lurkers.
tons of lurkers, right? Tons of lurkers. 1,000 views or what have you. And I think what it does is it puts you in touch with a community, right?
Right,
It makes
right.
you part of the community, and I think that's critical. I have clinicians that I work with. They love Instagram. They are amazing in Instagram. I'm not great at Instagram.
Right,
I'm just
right.
not.
Right.
I mean, I do. We post there. Sure, we have our Instagram page for our business, but I think what's important is to have a presence on any of these platforms as an individual.
Okay.
Because you and I know, look, you can have East Point, you can have, whatever, but when you post, there's more action.
Yeah.
There's more action for the individual, less action from
Right.
the actual business. We have the
Right,
lower
right.
extremity page, and we have lower extremity on Instagram, but when I post, there's just more, and I
Yeah.
weave in my business stuff and my personal stuff,
Yeah.
as you know. I think it's extremely important. Then you move into, leveraging the different tools that are there for education, right? So we talk about the platform we created, LER Expo. It's an online event platform. It educates clinicians online in all specialties, right? Because one of the things we've always done is break down those barriers.
Yeah.
We're not about keeping silos, right? We want PTs and O&P to work together. We want ortho and podiatry to work together. We want podiatry and O&P to work together, and ortho and PT. We want them all together. We've done events where we've had, 8 different specialties represented, both on the faculty as well as in attendance.
Right.
And because it's virtual, you're able to be online, you're able to be global. So, right? So we're hitting 70 countries on some of our events. So, I think the reach is important, and I think you can achieve some levels of that by incorporating the technology into your practice. If you're just in your office or lab,
Yeah.
and you're not out there reaching out to the community, either through social or even individually through networking events and things of that nature, you're only going to be allowed so much growth,
Yeah.
right? No one's going to even know who the hell you are.
Right.
And look at where you are compared to where you were. Same
Yeah.
exact thing, right?
Yeah. Hey, Chris.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and it's the little things, It's just, well, you post every day. I've slacked off a little bit. I don't post every day.
Yeah, but you're doing this. This is a lot. I mean, this is a lot of work, man. I've been told, oh, do a podcast. I'm like, holy cow, like all this stuff. It's a lot. I know it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a big commitment. But what I respect about you is you have delivered consistently year after year. And it's impactful. What
Yeah.
you're doing is impacting the profession.
Yeah.
And at the same time, elevating you,
Yeah.
Brent Wright, as a thought leader in this space.
Well, I think it is an interesting thing, and I think that's Atomic Habits. I forget what the guy's name is, but it's a little bit each day, and it adds up to a lot at the end.
That's exactly right.
So
That's
yeah,
exactly
if you would have told me how hard it was, I don't know that I would ever start it, but you got to start. You got to start.
Listen, I posted stuff like this all the time, thinking about it, waiting for it to be the right time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm doing all my analysis. That's just not going to get anything done.
No.
What gets it done is actually doing it. That's the
right.
only way it gets
right.
done, by doing it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people think about things, talk about things, wait for things,
Yeah.
and they don't actually do it.
Yeah.
Do anything. I mean, you
Yeah.
have conversations. I mean, you look, we're talking about technology, right? 3D printing technology. In my feeling today, in today's environment, it's not coming, it's here,
Yeah.
right? And so if you're a clinician in O&P and you have not investigated or incorporated some level of 3D printing into your practice, you are missing the boat.
Yeah.
Period. That's my personal belief.
And it's not even that it's because of the technology.
Yeah.
You're just not doing right by your patients.
You're not doing right by your patients. Exactly. Exactly.
That's period, end of story. Like,
Agreed.
Agreed. Just why would you not put another tool in your toolbox?
That's exactly right.
That's
efficiency,
crazy.
reproducibility. I mean, you could go down the list of the benefits. My guy, Jack Richmond.
How are you?
How are you, brother?
I like some of the stuff you've been posting lately, man.
Thank you,
What
man.
happened? What happened?
I just, I started coming alive, man. I started coming alive. My friend Jack Walker just said, excuse me, Jack Richmond just said that he likes some of the things that I've been posting lately.
Hey, good to see you,
See
man.
that?
Yeah, good to see
Hey,
you.
take a picture of me from over there. I'm gonna use this as a good little post. This is a good little post here. Can you snap a picture of us two right here?
I'll be happy to.
Back where it says on air. Look at that. No, you
Other
gotta turn
way.
it around. Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy, what do you do there? Did you know how to do that?
you got it on pano, man.
Oh,
Let's put it on portrait mode.
there we
There
go.
we go.
We go this way. Like the guy on the insurance commercial. All right, now you hold up the building behind you. Wait.
Oh,
I think I got a good one.
That was live. You caught all that.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
yeah.
So the other thing is oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that is good.
That's a great
There you go.
Jack. You'll see it. I expect you to like that when we get on. But
You guys
like
on air for real?
We are for real,
we're on
yeah.
air. But I think what that right there is a powerful thing. One of the things that I focus on now is content. Like, what is it that, and you do clearly, right? What is it that I'm going to create from being here? How is it going to impact what I'm doing? What content can I gain? This is a great piece of content, right?
Yeah.
For both of us, it's
Yeah.
great. And so hearing what I'm posting or what I'm putting out there and the impact that, I mean, Jack, I've known Jack for 30 years.
Yeah.
Right? Literally 30
He's been
years.
around it.
He's been around forever.
Yeah.
And for him to say, I really like what you've been posting, I don't think he's liked one of my posts, by the way. I just, for the record,
Would
I don't
you
think
say
liked
he's a
one of my
lurker?
posts. He's a lurker. He's a lurker. You know, but that's just what I'm saying. You never know,
No,
man.
that's true.
And so it's important to keep yourself out there. It's important to stay authentic. It's important to be consistent. Like, these are things that are working for me, and they can work for any clinician. It's not, I'm
Yeah.
not unique in this. There's nothing I'm doing that's that special,
Right,
really,
right.
right? So, yeah. it's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, so I just took my son to college.
Nice.
You just took your daughter to college,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Is this her first year?
First year, yep.
So that's kind of crazy, isn't it?
It's wild. It's my fourth kid, though.
Fourth kid. Okay, so it's like not your first rodeo.
No, for me it's not, but it's still it's a wild experience,
Yeah.
man. Like, I want to talk to her every day. I want to,
Yeah.
and I gotta be like, okay, she's in college. Like, let her find her place,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like, let her,
Yeah.
find her level.
yeah.
And she's doing great. She loves it up there.
Yeah.
How about
yeah.
your boy?
That's it. Yeah, I mean, same thing. It was funny. He's more of a text person,
Okay.
but it had been like probably 4 or 5 days since
Yeah.
he's called his mom.
Yeah. Oh, they don't like that.
No. And so we're texting. He's telling me like how baseball's gone and all that stuff, and I'm like, bro, call your mom.
Call your mom.
And then next thing you know, bring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There it
At
is.
least he heard you. I mean, that's good, My daughter, will put us in a group text or something like that, But it's amazing, They grow up, and then you have these different kinds of relationship with your
It
kid.
is, yeah.
You have you have a relationship with an adult, and a relationship with an adult child is very different than a
Yeah.
relationship with a toddler or
That's
a
right.
teenager. Very, very different.
That's
When
right.
they're teenagers, you don't know anything.
That's
We're
right.
idiots.
Yeah.
And then when they get to college, you're like, oh, maybe I could share a few things with you. You kind of start to develop this
Right.
different kind of relationship. It's really special, man.
Yeah.
It's really special.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
good
cool.
stuff. Yeah, man.
Well, thanks for stopping by. This was great.
Always great to see you, brother. Always.
Good to see you, man.
Always, man. Appreciate you.
So
So that was
No,
live on where?
it's live on LinkedIn right
Wow. That's
now.
wild.
And
Okay. Peace.
So what questions are you going to ask me?
Okay. What happened to my? There we go. Check 1, 2. Okay. Yep, you're good too. Perfect. All right. So, my name's Brent,
I'm Melanie.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
and we are neighbors. So
We
you
are.
are over at Cortec,
Cortec Health. Yes.
and we've never really talked about even about what you do.
No.
Okay. So, but you came over and you introduced yourself and you said, "Hey, neighbor," and I said, "Hey, why don't you have a seat?" And you're like, "I don't know about all that."
Yeah.
So-
Not sure.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah. So Cortec Health is orthopedic brace company, and I design orthopedic braces. So they brought me in about a year ago, 8 months ago, to help them just expand and grow. I call them a very yes company. They're like, yes, let's do that. And it's just so refreshing to work with them. The whole team is really, really great. They've got their own factory. They've got a few of them overseas. They've got, they're worldwide in different ways. And just, like the sales team, they've got ortho team, they've got podiatry team, DME, sales, and
What would you say? So I'm looking over at your booth here. You've got some knee braces. Looks like you've got some LSOs, cast boot stuff, some wrist hand orthoses.
we've got 60 products in this
60,
line. So,
yeah. We would be here all night. So
yeah.
But
There's a lot of them.
yeah. So what part, as far as you're in the research and development side of things? So what is challenging on being in that side of things where you're working with the general public? And so I'll give you a little bit of context
Okay.
because so we do a lot of 3D printing as well. So you can see some 3D printing stuff around. And it's amazing, like once you put something in somebody else's hands, what they actually do with it. You know, they don't necessarily read the instructions.
Oh, yes.
And they might put straps in a
Or take
way.
the straps off totally
Yeah,
and not know what to do.
And so, yeah, what are some challenges when you're creating devices that are going to go on a myriad of people? What are some things that you have to look at?
That's a great point. That's a really great point. Simplicity, right? You have to have it. I mean, it just has to be so intuitively done, where it's just they know so easily how to put it on, where it attaches, where each area, either attaches here or it doesn't.
Right.
And keeping all of that really simple, numbering, anywhere you can, coloring areas, to say, yes, this goes here. Instruction sheets, people don't usually look at, so.
That's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
you. Do people read the instructions?
I don't think so.
No.
Not much.
So it doesn't matter how good your
I don't
copy
think-
is on your instructions.
I don't think so.
It's more about the colors and does this make sense
Yep.
on where this
Like
strap
this
may
color,
go?
obviously yellow's gonna attach to the yellow area. That's one way. One goes, tighten strap one first. That's probably, the easiest thing. So, but yes, I mean, obviously if a fitter shows them, first of all, hopefully they listen, hopefully they learn. But again, keeping everything as simple as possible. And once it's fitted, okay, don't mess with it. Unless then, say their swelling goes down and they need to tighten something up, then yes, hopefully they keep the instructions.
What are you, so some of the products that you have your thumbprint on, I mean, have you touched all 60 of them or are there some that are like, hey, these are,
Well, next year our booth will look very different.
okay.
Yep, we've got a lot of changes that we've been working on, but for the better. Like we're going to keep all these. We're adding to our product line, but we're changing things. Our materials have changed. We'll be changing. Just our look will be really uniform.
Okay.
Even though it's uniform now, but yeah, we have. A lot of it's the materials, a lot of it's some simple changes to, again, make it easier, more intuitive, more organically used for the patient.
So how do you bridge, industrial design, engineering, and then stuff that actually works? it's a challenge, right? Because you want when you see a product across the room, you want that to be that's the product. And if there was something else that went along with it, it's because of this, that's also in that family of products.
Yes. So, and that's just it. So yes. So, keeping everything where you just know it's going to be a Cortec brace. You know that person has a Cortec brace on, and that's where again, next year, our next trade show, our products are going to look different, and that's really exciting because they're just going to be they're going to know that they're Cortec braces.
Yeah.
Just by the look. But again, low profile, breathable, all the things that should be in braces that aren't necessarily in a lot of them, we're bringing in and making sure our braces all have those too. So they're going to follow that look, but they're going to, so yes, the engineering is the functionality, right? Are they working right? Are they going to hold up for a few years? The engineering, they all go together so well if they go well. If that makes sense.
Yeah. What are the challenges with like textiles and such? I mean, obviously you want to have an exoskeleton to do some supportive stuff, but that interface is so important.
It is.
But you can maybe have something that can be comfortable for a couple days and doesn't last, or something that lasts forever, including in a landfill, but is not comfortable. So how do you figure all that out?
And if they're not comfortable, patients don't wear them. So then the surgeons don't get the good benefits either. So there is definitely, like, it all has to come back to comfort. Everything comes back to comfort.
Yeah.
Look is second. But comfort and function have to tie in equal. And if they don't, then nobody's going to get the outcomes that they need.
Right.
And then orthopedic bracing gets a bad name, or the company gets a bad name. The surgeon doesn't get good reviews.
Right.
It's definitely a mix that has to flow well.
Isn't that crazy how it goes both ways? Like the surgeon might not get a good review because your brace, or somebody's brace,
they didn't wear them, right?
They didn't wear it. They didn't wear it in the right way or whatever, and then you guys might get in the same way if a surgeon didn't do their job, which we hope they do.
Right.
But sometimes they're not always great. Hey, and then they try your brace, and maybe your brace isn't going to work because the surgeon didn't do their job. So,
that's true.
So it's interesting how it's just all related, but everybody does seem to be in their own silos as well.
Yeah.
So having those relationships with doctors and the people that do the bracing and the clinicians and the nurses, all that really can make a big difference in not only the patient outcome, but then the overall feeling of whatever everybody's feeling about the product in general.
Yeah, and it comes down to research, right? And sitting with the doctors, sitting with their patients, spending time in the clinics, and then working directly, putting the braces on and saying, okay, how does this feel? So I love to be hands-on, love to be one-on-one, and for me, and again, like if I can sit in on surgeries, I learn so much about what I need to do externally.
Yeah.
So having those relationships is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And some of this stuff takes time.
It does take time. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like you said, materials, right? Just getting the right materials that last a long time and are comfortable and are soft, but yet conform well and don't slide and all of it. It's a bigger piece of it than people think.
Yeah. What would you say is the number one kind of seller for Cortec?
So our back braces and our OA knee braces.
The knee braces?
Yep. So our knee braces, our offloaders, and then our back braces. Also our new ACL brace, and we've got our boots. We sell a lot of boots.
Okay.
Because we have our own factories, we can really come in and be very, very competitive with pricing.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's kind of a shame that it comes down to that, though. Like I know, like pricing is super important, but
and It's definitely not. I mean, for some people, it's the factor.
Right.
For most healthcare professionals, it's not, which is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, but do we have to be similar? Of course, we can't be.
Like a lateral, a few dollars here and there, a little bit faster,
Yep.
timing wise, better
Exactly.
customer service.
Yep.
that
Yes.
sort of thing.
Oh yeah. Customer service, shipping, ease of ordering, all of that, and
Yeah.
we have that with
Yeah.
Cortec, which
Oh,
is
that's cool.
Yeah, they've really worked. They've become that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's neat to see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we were off air and didn't have the mics on, I mean, you were definitely bragging about the quality of that company in general, and I think that's great. You know, when the mics are off and we're talking good things about the company, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I do. They're easy. It's easy to talk really well about this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and to invest into orthotics and prosthetics, or into the orthotic realm of things, and work with the surgeon and the bringing in the team, I think that's super cool. So.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on. Is this
Thank you.
your first podcast?
This is my first podcast.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
Yes, I did one time, but not anything like this.
Okay.
So, yep.
Okay.
So-
Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it'll be
great.
fun to share
And then what
a few
booth,
days
what,
with you.
what booth number are you guys?
Ooh, I believe we are. Is it 407?
704?
704?
704?
I
Okay.
think so.
704, and you've got a double wide there.
Okay.
So
That would
perfect.
make sense.
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah.
Neighbor.
Thanks for coming on. Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Thank you. I'm gonna just mute Check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Try yours again.
1 2. Check 1 2.
Yep.
Do I need to turn it on?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You got it. Let me just make sure. Yep, we're good.
Check 1 2.
All right, we'll talk tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay. This is,
You like that socket?
yeah,
Good evening, everyone.
That's cool, isn't it?
it's
Thank
really
you for
cool. I haven't even had a
attending
chance to like
Walmart
super
reception.
look at it, but
The exhibit hall is now closed.
I love it. Thank
We
you.
look
Okay,
forward to
we'll talk
seeing you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
morning
See you, buddy.
at 7 a.m.
All right. Well, here we are. We got Crafty
Brian with the Y.
with a Y.
That's it.
Yeah. And he's going to close out the show with us tonight. They're saying it over the loudspeaker. It's been a pretty busy hall for the first night.
I think so. For me, I got here at 5:30, and here it is 7:30. I'm tired. I've been walking for 2 hours straight.
That's awesome. You got to see new and old friends?
New, old friends, new products, lots of 3D technology. I can't.
I was talking to Akash from HP, and he was saying that like 30 plus % of people booths have 3D printed products in there.
I'm not surprised. I mean, when I first started coming to AOPA 2022, there was some 3D technology, and it was 3D printing, but today it's everywhere.
Yeah,
It's indistinguishable in some ways,
yeah,
in my opinion.
pretty amazing. Well, tell us what may be new with some of your products.
Well, I'm here with Spinties, and the newest release that we've had is Footforma. It's this automated, standardized CAD workflow where you could be able to upload a scan and export a modified mold for either carving or 3D modeling for 3D printing in about 5 minutes. So that's the newest thing. We're here with the order management system for CFABs so that they could be able to plug in their products and then have their customers order their products in a centralized, easy to use platform.
Okay, that's cool. So what are you most excited about? I mean, obviously having an in-person thing is pretty fun, but as far as what are some other things that you are excited to see specifically about this show?
For me, it's finding those products that I know are 3D printed but are indistinguishable. Like I'm looking over here and there's knee braces over here and there's shoes over here and covers over there. And I want to go and put my hands on each of those and I'm a printing guy, so I want to know how things were made. Is it printed? Is it not? Is it cake?
Yeah.
That's
That's a good point. Yeah. Well, cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you closing out the show for us today, and you probably will be back, right?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's make it happen.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Cheers.
Brent with a E.
Brian with a Y. See ya.
Have a good night.